Welcome to The Perspective. I'm your host, C-Towns as always. Nate G.
What's going on?
Mr. Ed. And y'all see the special guest we got in the building?
What's up?
Jay Black, champion.
Shake my hand.
Anytime, sir. Anytime, good sir. Anytime, good sir. Jay Black is in the building.
We needed him for this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was a big fight last night.
Yeah.
Big fight.
It was a good one.
And it wasn't no champion.
No champion.
Well, the championship stayed and where it was,
Is champion of the year going to end like this?
Oh, no. Listen, when we judge, it's going to be one winner and one loser. Yes. That's it. Right. Ain't none of that tie draw, none of that. No splitting of awards. It's straight like that.
Wilder
No
versus...
draws? No draws?
No draws.
No draws.
No nothing.
Wilder versus Fury. So you know what? I'm going to let Jay Black go first since he's our guest.
Okay.
What you think of the fight, man?
I thought the fight started off slow. It picked up
really slow.
It picked up in several rounds. You know what I mean? I feel like Tyson Fury put on the Boston Clinic. A guy of that size, 6'9", be able to move like that, swift jabs in and out. But I also felt like, shout out to the commentating and stuff like that. They made it seem as if Deontay Wilder did nothing. I felt
Very
like
true.
In some of the rounds, he was landing on a few good shots. I feel like they gave Tyson Fury a lot of credit for invading, and a lot of credit for getting back up. We praised
that was fight night all over.
We praised Tyson Fury for getting up, which I do give him a lot of credit, but
You still got knocked down?
you know what I'm saying? No one gives Deontay Wilder credit for punching him down, for putting him down.
Mm-hmm.
Online, I've seen zero praise. On my Twitter feed, I've seen zero praise to Deontay Wilder.
No praise. All hate.
Makes no sense.
This isn't a Rocky movie where you're getting up. Now this is real life.
Mm-hmm.
Give him all the credit in the world for getting up, but also give, in the same breath, give Deontay Wilder credit for knocking him down twice.
Because let's be real, that second knockdown, I didn't think he was moving.
Nah, I didn't think. I thought that was over.
It
looked
He
like
looked
night.
like he died. I was like,
Night.
Shout out to the referee. I don't know how deep y'all want to get into this fast.
we getting into this.
Right away?
We getting into
Right.
I'm going to let Mr. Ed go first. Go second.
You go last.
I want to go last.
You go last.
Sure. I thought the judges called it a correct fight. You know what I mean? I thought Tyson Fury piled up a bunch of 10-9 rounds so that even though he lost 2 of those rounds by 10-8, I thought he had enough cushion to survive that and come out with a draw. And that's what they called it.
Come out with a draw.
That's what they called it.
So you must have a clear winner here.
Go ahead, Nate G.
All right. Let me just paint it. Let me just paint the picture first. All right. Let me just get the build up. Tyson Fury had 27 wins and 19 knockouts in his career up until this point.
Yes.
Deontay Wilder had 40 wins and 39 knockouts.
Knocking out all his opponents.
Only one fight that he's had in his career out of his 40 fights that he didn't knock out somebody.
Sure.
Rematch him.
And this one should have been another knockout.
Knocked him out.
Right.
Yeah. He's knocked out every opponent he's played. He's won against.
Wilder is the defending heavyweight champ.
No respect was given to
No
that.
respect. So I feel like for the most part, throughout the 12 rounds, it was like both fighters were going jab for jab, blow for blow, heavy hits and all that. You know what I mean? But bro, you have in the 9th round and in the 12th round, 2 different rounds, my man Fury got knocked down to the canvas. And you have to award that. You have to reward that. You know what I'm saying? You cannot come up with a draw after 12 rounds after, I said.
Who are you saying winning? Who got winning?
I got Wilder.
Oh. Okay.
But the scoring system is a 10-point must system each round.
The hell with the system? This is 2018 now, brother. If you get knocked down to the canvas twice in 2 different rounds, you have lost. I don't care. Oh, I
got everything right now.
I don't care that my man got back up.
Everybody has their thought for a reason. You wanna know my first argument to this is?
Let's hear it.
Let's be honest.
Let's hear it.
If that was Floyd Money Mayweather to get knocked down twice, he ain't winning. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. If that was Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao in the same match, and Pacquiao knocked Floyd down twice, they're not saying the draw.
I agree.
At all.
To be fair.
At all. Let's be 100. Let's keep it a dollar.
Why do you think? So you think the judge is not going to go round by round? Like that's the only way?
No, everybody wants Floyd to lose. And that's why I'm starting to feel about Wilder. I felt like he going into that match, they didn't want him to win.
If you pull the judge's cards, they scored round by round.
Because you want to know why? By that logic, how they wanted to go by card only, and they wanted to just go off of just Fury's jab, 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 not really affecting Wilder that much. Let's be 100 though. They only gave a draw just to give him a draw. Because if they wanted to go solely off score card, they would have had Wilder lose. But they were like, you know what? We can't do this.
Wilder's points.
They would have had him lose.
Is this a conspiracy theory?
It is. Because it doesn't make any sense.
They ripped the cards up and put new cards.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any. First off, let's talk about the ref. The second knockdown. How much help you gonna give him, man? How much help you gonna give him, man?
That seemed like more than 10 seconds.
That was longer than 10 seconds. What was he doing?
iPhone count was 11 and change.
It sounded like he did. It sounded like he did this.
11 and change.
It sounded like he did this. Let me wait. 1 Mississippi. Wait, what did you say? 2 Mississippi.
I've heard this conspiracy theory before.
Nah. I'm sorry.
Involving another
Let's keep it real.
when he got his behind beat.
If that was Floyd Mayweather who got knocked down twice, internet would have went crazy.
The internet would have went crazy.
The Sports Center would have went crazy. Everybody that watches
They wouldn't have gave Floyd to win or a draw.
Floyd would have clearly lost. There wouldn't have been no debate.
Even if you won.
Even if he could have won. Put it like this. Let's take away any other round Wilder won. Those 2 knockdown rounds against that he had, if it's Floyd and Pacquiao loses every round, but those 2 rounds he knocks him down at, I bet you they still have Floyd losing.
They couldn't do it if they
would have.
Round by round.
They would have.
I agree with that.
They would have. Stop. They would have.
That's some
That makes no sense.
I agree with that.
Other analysts feel the same way. I don't care what the scorecard looks like. The scorecard to me only matters and comes into effect if you don't get knocked down. I don't give a damn what the card says. If you get knocked down twice, my thing is this.
Both of them rounds 10-8.
Put it like
so
this.
They gave him credit for knocking him down.
The scorecard is irrelevant unless knockdowns come into play.
Right.
The way I feel is all right. If it like the first knockdown was just a regular, all right.
How you making up stuff as you the scorecard comes in play unless somebody is knocked out, not knocked down. They gotta be out.
He should have been out. Extended the time.
Oh, come on.
I want to know if somebody. I want to know if somebody. Hold on. Hear me out.
He was done.
I want to know the history of boxing. How many fighters has been that's been knocked down at least twice in 2 different rounds and still ended up
with no
knockdown and not losing.
Like y'all, you killing me right now. That shouldn't have been a draw at all.
No.
At all.
I actually agree with the draw.
No draw.
I agree with the draw.
Before they made the decision, I'm on Twitter like, do you guys know what 2 10-8s mean? The judges can have fun with this. You know what I mean? It's going to lead to a draw.
And let's be real. The scorecard, and since y'all want to go the scorecard route, again, I got more ammo for this. They had Fury win the first round.
I thought he did.
No. What aggressive. He barely threw punches. He danced around, showboating the whole first round. Sports analysts.
What did Wilder do?
Examples. He was more aggressive. He didn't do sports analysts. Sports analysts. Chris Broussard said the same thing.
I had Tyson.
Fury gave away the first few rounds because he wasn't busy enough. Wilder won the first few rounds sheerly on being aggressive.
Not the first round, though.
What do you mean the first round he was?
Nah, the first few rounds. So like probably the second and
the first round Fury didn't. Rewind.
Rounds 1 through 8.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury wins how many of those rounds? I'm asking.
I had Wilder win the first 2 rounds. The third round debatable.
So if he wins round 3,
do the math.
5, 6,
you're gonna have Tyson winning.
7, and 8.
And then I had Wilder win 9, 11, and 12.
So let's do the math. So,
but hold on, this is off the points. But again, I still feel the ref gave him too much time to get up. The fight should have been over.
That's my argument too. I think the fight should have been over.
The fight should have never came to a decision.
Multiple counts, and one count was 10 plus. Another count was with iPhone clock we got here was 11 and change.
Like that made no sense to me.
Listen,
I think it's
and then you realize he was out of it still because when he did get him up and they let him continue, Wilder's about to knock him down again.
I mean, so when Wilder knocks him down, right, and you're a referee and you look at Tyson Fury like that, shouldn't it be like a
just stop it? It's done. He didn't move.
Some refs depend.
Yo, he was laid out, not moving.
Some refs.
Not moving.
Some refs will call it right then and there.
I'm like, that's
done.
Like
he didn't even look like he was breathing. His heart stopped.
Obviously, he was all right. He got up.
That was a miracle right there. That was a miracle.
Yeah, when
I was like, night.
When Fury said, God was on my side.
Yeah,
damn right he was on his side. Because he didn't move.
Honestly, it's a TKO. In my opinion, if you get hit so hard that you're falling down, no. But as you're falling down, you get hit again, and you're not able to defend yourself. Cause I don't know if you noticed or not.
The second hit was done.
Yeah. Wilder was able to get a free shot on him as Fury was going down because he was so knocked out as he was going down.
When was the last time you seen a boxing fight of a ref counting on someone that's not showing any type of movement?
The ref wanted him to get up.
The first 3 seconds, the man didn't blink. The man didn't move.
He looked at it.
He was just.
That second knockout.
That looked like Ivan Drago.
He got it.
Yeah.
And you still got to be in the tie, Jay Black?
That fight should have been called. It shouldn't have went to the scorecard.
I'm saying, because it went to the scorecards, and they did what they did. Man, it's a tie, but I personally think he got knocked out.
It should have been stopped.
To a certain point, when it comes to boxing,
has 40 KOs on his
to a certain point, like when it comes to boxing, forget the scorecards. What are your eyes telling you? My eyes are telling me that this man has got knocked out twice in 2 different rounds.
It's a different sport. They score every round.
But see,
this ain't the eye test.
No, the thing that kills me is I'm gonna keep bringing it up. When have you seen a fighter get knocked down like that and show no movement? My thing is this.
So the only issue y'all really have is you thought the ref gave him more time. He should have just called him out.
It was over. The man wasn't.
The issue that I have is that this man hit the canvas
twice. Like 2 different points. There's 2 different arguments there.
If you watch the fight,
sure.
You watch that knockdown.
It's debatable whether the ref should have called it.
Hold on. If you watch that knockdown, he didn't show any movement until the 3 count. Why are we still counting? 1.
We still got to count.
No movement. No.
Okay.
So no movement.
But listen, he might at the 3.
He still laid out at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at 7 he got up. He's like, he might have said something like, "No, I'm
I have a question for you.
He's still in the motion of getting up at 10. He's not. So don't you gotta be at this?
You gotta be up at because they get you at 7, and then they give you 3 extra seconds to gather yourself to say, all right, you ready? He wasn't ready. You know why? Because how many fights do we see a knockdown happen, right? And the dude not even laid out. He's on his knees, and they're counting, and then he stumbles back.
Yeah. No, you're gone. It's over. Yeah.
So you're telling me that's worse? So you're not moving?
Yeah.
Not moving.
He got 14 seconds all total, total.
Not moving. Stumbling. So you're telling me,
said, walk this way.
Yeah.
Walk that way. Come back this way.
I'm convinced. I'm calling it.
Hold on, he did all of that. He did all of that.
He did.
He was not. That's the rest. That's the rest discussion.
So
make sure you are right.
So I have a question for you.
That's what I do give.
So somebody stumbling, they should call a fight for, rather than somebody that's laying there not moving.
Listen.
No, answer my question. Don't go to nothing else. Don't go to nothing else.
If that's the case,
answer the question.
I gotta go with the ref. Conor McGregor should still be able to fight.
Exactly. Answer my question. What they stopped the McGregor fight for?
Huh?
What they stopped the McGregor fight for?
Listen, let me tell you. I gotta leave it up to the ref. That's
you know
in
what?
his discretion. If he does his job, and he saw the boy,
He didn't do a good job.
He said, "I think the boy all right." And then when the boy got up, he said,
all right, the man didn't move for 4 seconds.
He said, "Let me put him through some cognitive tests, see if he all right." He stood up to all that.
No, because no ref. Who does all that? First off, you're not moving. So again, a man that's looking unconscious is able to get the full 10-second count. But somebody trying to get up and stumbles and falls back down that's done?
Yeah.
He
couldn't even get up. Dude got up.
The man wasn't moving.
But he got up. You talking about somebody who couldn't get up. So he got out.
See,
that's the visual I got of him laying there was the same visual I saw
was good
in Boys in the Hood when they said, "Do you want to see a dead body?" That's the same visual I got. The man was laying there looking like, man, I'm just taking
after this fight, there needs to be a rule in boxing to where that states if you are on the ground for at least 5 seconds and you're showing no life at all, the fight is over.
But that's already been seen. Conor McGregor was looking woozy and they called the fight against Floyd.
But I think because
he looked woozy.
Because
I think your man was sleeping.
Listen,
he took a cat nap.
I think it depends on the round.
Listen,
He
Conor
took a
McGregor
cat nap in the ring.
McGregor had that in his contract. If I can't get up and I look a little woozy, don't let that dude keep going up. Let him keep hurling, punching that crazy.
That makes no sense. So I can take a nap in the middle of a boxing ring now, is what you're telling me.
Listen.
The man took a cat nap.
Just because I said they should have got on the phone to the funeral parlor because he was dead, don't mean the ref saw the same thing. The ref was in there.
That's what I'm saying. There's no.
The ref probably looked down at him like,
There's no. That's what I'm saying. There's no rule in boxing.
My question
Hear me out.
There are rules.
The ref saw his eyes.
Yeah, there are rules.
There's no rule in boxing. It's all boxing leaves it up to the refs to determine if they're able to get up or not. There's no rule in boxing. There needs to be a rule.
Well, the rule is if he don't think he can stay, he can wave it off.
They've called knockouts.
They let the refs
for less.
make the decision.
They've called knockouts for less. When's the last time you seen somebody?
I saw a real egregious called a knockout, but in the last few seconds of a game was Julio Cesar Chavez against Meldrick Taylor, which was a good fight. They rumbled the whole time, getting it in. Meldrick was winning, got in the last seconds, bam! Julio drops him. He gets up. He a little woozy. He trying to get himself together. The ref waves it off with just a few seconds. If he had not waved it off,
if that ref was in this fight, it'd have been.
If that ref was in this fight,
that's what I'm saying. It all depends on what kind of ref.
It doesn't make any sense.
It depends on the ref.
That whole. First off, you giving the fighter. If I'm Wilder, I'm pissed off because you're giving the fighter. If you're saying he's okay, don't give him a bunch of tests. I don't want to see a bunch of tests. Don't say walk over here.
He wants to make sure.
No. You stand there. Are you ready? I'm ready. Then get knocked out again. Because he almost got knocked out as soon as it was over.
If he was okay and he called it too quick, there would be complaints. Oh, he
wasn't okay. If they would have called him, look, off that second hit, you see him laying there. 3, it's over. Nobody would have said anything.
No,
you know why? He was laid
like,
out looking like a dead body.
He was.
Somebody looked like they sniped him from in the crowd. It was over.
Somebody's like, is he breathing? He was like, he's still breathing.
Everybody remembers that after a great fight night game. It looked like one of them knockouts.
Listen. At the end of the day, the man got
At the end of the day, Wilder should have won in the discussion.
Yeah.
Over.
At the end of the day,
knocked down twice.
At the end of the day, Tyson Fury is related to Undertaker. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So where was the urn?
Well, so
somebody had to earn.
Last question: should there be a rematch?
Yes.
Immediately.
Of course.
Yes.
Immediately.
Be a rematch.
Who wins?
Wilder again.
I got
Wilder again.
I don't even see it finishing. I don't see it.
Wilder's gonna make sure next time I knock you out, you ain't getting back up.
If Fury comes in better shape, he might still be able to make
shape wasn't even his problem. Wilder took long because Fury, because put it like this: if you watch any of Fury's old boxing matches, he didn't box like this. He was the aggressor a lot of the times. He wasn't an aggressor that much. He was trying to stay out of the way.
But he showed good technique.
That was what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, but why? No, but it's cool though. Wilder is now hit to his game. That's why I want Wilder to take the rematch as soon as possible. I don't want him to take another fighter. No. You know how he boxes? Take him as soon as possible.
I want to see this
knock
fight
him
again.
out.
I want to see this fight again. And I think it's going to go the distance.
It's not going the distance.
I want to see it.
It's not going the distance. Wilder going to knock him out.
Wilder going to make sure that the next time he knocks him out, he ain't getting back up.
Wilder got to learn some new techniques, though. You can't see that the whole fight. I'm coming. Like,
hey,
you can see.
You can see through it, but all it takes is one to connect, and it shows.
Hey.
Did it connect?
It connected.
His pregame joint was hot though. His pregame joint was hot though. I don't know. The same thing you do with your arm, that motion. I don't know. His pregame joint and that connect. Nah, bro, it worked.
Yeah, you can say what you want. All it takes is 2 times to connect. But what don't matter? It got to him and it was a wrap.
But you gotta fight like this.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He knows him now. Like he knows what to look for going into a fight with him.
And
Wilder's
and
one.
Fury, and Fury knows too. He knows I can jab him. If I get in a little better shape, I can move him and jab him a little more, keep him off of.
I'm telling you, it's a wrap.
We'll see.
It's going again.
The travesty of this fight is that there are still 2 undefeated boxers when there should only be 1, and they're still both undefeated.
There can only be 1.
Anthony Joshua, come out of hiding.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.